Hi, welcome to Native
Hi.
Camp. Can you hear and see me well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, by the way, my name is Mercy. How are you, Koki? Am I right?
Yes, right.
Okay, how are you, Koki?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Wow,
Just
you have
okay.
a very nice background there.
Oh, yes, this is actually like what's the word? It's like
What is that?
it's like a hotel in Singapore.
Singapore Hotel.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, so you're in Singapore because
Yeah,
of your background. Okay, my background is white, so
yeah. You see
it's
with
not.
your
Yes, only white. Okay. So before we start, Koki, am I
Mhm.
speaking too fast or just okay?
Just okay.
Okay. I can see here that you have chosen daily news, life, category health, and the title is 60% of adults could be obese by 2050, a global crisis. Please repeat the title, Koki.
Okay, 60% of adults could be obese by 2050, a global
Okay.
crisis.
Wow. Okay, can you see that? Can you imagine? And the mostly 60% of adults or more can be obese?
Hmm. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Wow. Okay. So
Yes.
maybe some adults nowadays there are, good in exercise,
Mm-hmm.
diet and
Yes.
everything. Wow. Health
Uh,
conscious.
yeah, but as
Mm.
getting older, so we are more likely to gain the weight.
Mm.
So, given that aging population, aging trend, so from Japanese standpoint, I'd say 60% of adults might be obese.
Obese. Okay. How about you? Do you have like a routine, like exercise, diet?
Um, I don't have actually still hard exercise routine, and that I have a dog, so I walk my dog every day.
Mm,
It's sort of light
yes,
exercise.
kind of exercise too.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, that's nice. But you look good actually. You look healthy, not obese.
Mm. Hopefully, yeah. But
Yes, that's
I like eating ramen. Ramen.
ramen.
Yeah.
Wow. Are you Naruto?
No, not Naruto.
Ramen. You like ramen. Wow.
Yeah,
One dish meal with meats and noodles
yeah,
and
yeah.
soup.
Mm.
Wow.
So
That's
every weekend,
nice.
almost every weekend, I eat ramen at my favorite ramen restaurant.
Wow, that's nice. Me, I like udon.
Udon. Oh.
Yes. With soup. Udon with soup.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yes. Yes. That's delicious. Okay. Now let's move on to words and phrases. I have two audios here. Which one do you like? US?
I'd like to listen to US.
Okay. After I play the audio, kindly repeat the word or phrases. Let's start, Cookie.
Accelerate.
Accelerate.
Accelerate is a verb to cause something to happen faster or sooner. Okay. Repeat after the audio.
Exercise can accelerate weight loss.
Exercise can accelerate weight loss.
Wow. Let's move on to the next word.
Sub Saharan.
Sub-Saharan.
Wow. Sub Saharan is an adjective relating to or situated in an area of Africa south of the
Mm.
Sahara Desert. Repeat after the audio.
Sub Saharan areas are hot and dry.
Sub-Saharan areas are hot and dry.
Is that the Philippines? During
Um,
summer season, hot and
eh,
dry.
dry in conversation in the
Y-
Philippines.
yeah, super hot and dry.
I see.
like like the desert.
In Japan, the summer is humid,
Okay, so the
hot and
humidity
humid.
is very high.
Yeah.
Okay. So even though you feel like the temperature is like 30 degrees, you feel like 40 degrees or 35?
40 at most. But usually 35 to between 35 to 40.
Oh, okay. So still hot. Uh,
Yes.
Now let's move on to the next.
Fragile.
Fragile.
Fragile is an adjective, easily destroyed, ended, or made to fail. Repeat after the audio.
The economy is fragile after the crisis.
The economy is fragile after the crisis.
Okay, let's move on to the next word.
Susceptible.
Susceptible.
Susceptible is an adjective likely to be affected by something. Repeat after the audio.
He is susceptible to stress.
She is susceptible to stress.
Okay, that's so sad. Let's move on to the next word.
Transmit.
Transmit.
Transmit is a verb to pass a disease from one person to another. Repeat after the audio.
Coughing can transmit the flu to others.
Coughing can transmit the flu to others.
Yes, I think there's a lot of, patients for flu during December and January in Japan.
Yes, because everyone wears it.
Oh, yes. How about now? It's spring season.
So in spring season we have the problem of hay fever.
Hay fever. Ah, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Okay. But I super love the Sakura no Hana, cherry blossom.
So we
Oh,
did
and blueberry blossom. But
yes.
because of hay fever or pollen allergy, oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, let's move on to comprehension, listening focus. Let's check the questions that you will have to answer later. Let's start with number one. How many adults around the world are considered obese today? Number two, which three countries are projected to have the greatest number of obese citizens by 2050? Oh, I'm so scared. Maybe Philippines.
Mm.
Number three, what population group is thought to be at the highest risk of obesity in regions such as Americas, Oceania, and the Middle East? Okay,
Mm.
now let's listen to the article. I will play the audio cookie. Which one do you like? We have US, UK, and Canadian audio.
Still US, please.
Okay, let's start.
60% of adults could be obese by 2050, a global crisis. A new study projects that nearly 60% of the world's adults will be classified as obese by 2050. The research shows that obesity rates will likely accelerate more quickly in poor countries over the next decade. The data also reminds us that over 2 billion adults are already considered obese. This is a doubling of the number since 1991. Most likely, the US, China, and India will have the greatest number of obese citizens by 2050. But sub-Saharan African countries may see their obesity levels explode by 250%. The result could mean that over 500 million Africans would be overweight, thus putting more pressure on fragile healthcare systems. One scientist described obesity as a global epidemic that societies have failed to address. Governments must start to use relevant data to target priority populations and respond with immediate treatment. Those who may be susceptible to future weight problems should also be provided with good prevention strategies. One of the study's authors warns that teenage girls are at particular risk of weight issues in regions that include the Americas, Oceania, and the Middle East. She says urgent and comprehensive action is needed to prevent obesity from being transmitted from one generation of families to the next. We know that obesity contributes to a host of health problems, such as diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Surgeries and weight loss drugs can help. However, the best solution probably lies in lifestyles that include exercise and an increased awareness of what we eat.
Wow. Is that okay, Koki? Or you want to listen to the audio again?
Please let me listen again.
Okay, let's start.
60% of adults could be obese by 2050, a global crisis. A new study projects that nearly 60% of the world's adults will be classified as obese by 2050. The research shows that obesity rates will likely accelerate more quickly in poor countries over the next decade. The data also reminds us that over 2 billion adults are already considered obese. This is a doubling of the number since 1991. Most likely, the US, China, and India will have the greatest number of obese citizens by 2050. But sub-Saharan African countries may see their obesity levels explode by 250%. The result could mean that over 500 million Africans would be overweight, thus putting more pressure on fragile healthcare systems. One scientist described obesity as a global epidemic that societies have failed to address. Governments must start to use relevant data to target priority populations and respond with immediate treatment. Those who may be susceptible to future weight problems should also be provided with good prevention strategies. One of the study's authors warns that teenage girls are at particular risk of weight issues in regions that include the Americas, Oceania, and the Middle East. She says urgent and comprehensive action is needed to prevent obesity from being transmitted from one generation of families to the next. We know that obesity contributes to a host of health problems, such as diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Surgeries and weight loss drugs can help. However, the best solution probably lies in lifestyles that include exercise and an increased awareness of what we eat.
Okay. Is that okay, Koki?
Okay.
Okay, now let's move on to answer the questions. I will read the questions and you will say your answer out loud. Let's start with number one. How many adults around the world are considered obese today?
2 billion adults are
Ah,
considered obese today.
okay, it's in the first paragraph. 2 billion adults. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, now let's move on to number two. Which three countries are projected to have the greatest number of obese citizens by 2050?
Mm, US, China, and India.
Okay, it's in the second paragraph. US, China, and India. I think in US because they always eat like burger, pizza.
Yes,
Yes, it's not
they like
healthy.
they like
Yeah.
to have those fast food. I
Yes.
was I was astonished by the size of the burgers, French fries, and drinks
Okay.
when I was in the US. So
Mm.
compared to Japanese, uh, considering the size of meals in McDonald's,
Ah,
so
okay.
yeah, the same menu, but the size is completely different.
Ah, okay. So it in America it's super big.
It's super big, yeah.
Bigger than in Japan.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay. Also here in the Philippines, McDonald's here and Jollibee, we have the Jollibee.
Just,
So it's a like a regular size, that's a big one.
mm-hmm.
So small like this.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's okay. Okay, now let's move on to number three. What population group is thought to be the highest risk of obesity in regions such as the Americas, Oceania, and the Middle East?
Teenage girls are particular girls are particular issues.
Okay, so it's in the fourth paragraph. So mostly teenage girls. Yes. Why? I thought young generation nowadays they are very conscious about their
Yeah,
health
yeah, that's right.
and also their physical
Mm-hmm.
features.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. But
Mm.
still, teenage girls.
Teenage girls,
Mm.
they are most sensitive to those things.
Yes, I thought so. I thought like maybe age like 40s to 50s like
Uh-huh.
that.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, yeah.
So but according to the article,
Mm-hmm.
it's teenage girls. Okay.
Mm.
Teenage girls. Okay, now let's move on to read out. You may start whenever you're ready.
Yes. Okay. 60% of adults will be obese by 2050. Global crisis. A new study projects that nearly 60% of the world's adults will be classified as obese by 2050. The research shows that obesity rates will likely accelerate more quickly in poor countries over the next decade. And the data also reminds us that over 2 billion adults are already considered obese. This is a doubling of the number since 1981. Most likely, the US, China, and India will have the greatest number of obese citizens by 2050, but sub-Saharan African countries may see their obesity levels explode by 250%. The result could mean that over half a billion Africans would be overweight, thus putting more pressure on fragile healthcare systems. One scientist described obesity as a global epidemic that societies have failed to address. Government must start to use relevant data to target priority populations and respond with immediate treatments. Those who may be susceptible to future weight problems should also be provided with good prevention strategies. One of the study's authors warns that teenage girls are at particular risk of weight issues in regions that include the Americas, Oceania, and the Middle East. She says urgent and comprehensive action is needed to prevent obesity from being transmitted from one generation of families to the next. We know that obesity contributes to a host of health problems such as diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure. Surgeries and weight loss drugs can help. However, the best solution probably lies in lifestyles that include exercise and increased awareness of what we eat.
Okay, wow, nice one. Yes, I like it. The best solution probably lies in lifestyle. That
Yes.
exercise and increase awareness of what we eat.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Okay. Yes, but mostly, there's a lot of delicious food. So it's
Yes.
difficult.
It's difficult.
Yes. Especially, when my friends are here, Japanese friends,
Mm-hmm.
they love to prepare okonomiyaki, so I eat a
Ah,
lot. So,
all right.
yes.
Okonomiyaki is easy to prepare and very tasty.
Yes, very tasty. That's why it's
Yeah.
difficult for me to resist. Okonomiyaki, takoyaki,
Yeah, yeah.
mochi. Oh my gosh, super delicious. And udon, of
Udon. So
course.
you like the
Yes.
food made by flowers. Flowers.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why it's maybe in the future I will be obese.
Yeah. They have a lot of calories.
Yes. So good luck to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now let's move on to discussion. Okay, I'll read the questions.
Yeah.
Let's start with question number one. Do you think that students should spend more time on physical fitness at school? What do you like or dislike about this idea?
I don't think so because in my experience, I had mm, enough exercises as classes in my
Mm.
school, so it was enough, I think. So and uh, mm, I would say they have to work on more. So English.
Okay. I never
Speaking
expected that. Okay. 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 So in PE class in Japan,
uh-huh.
it's okay
It's
like
okay. It's
that because
okay.
you have a lot of activities like maybe
Mm.
exercise, playing, dancing, or
Yeah, yeah.
sports like
That's right.
that.
That's right. So
Wow.
we have one class per week for PE. So one PE class per week, I think.
Ah, the same here in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly Friday. Here in the
Mm,
Philippines, mostly
okay.
Friday. We actually we wear our PE uniform.
Mm.
Yes. So, but I don't
In
like.
Japan, there is no tendencies like that.
Mm.
So, in my experience, I'd say that was on Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Ah, okay. So here in the Philippines, Friday. We
right.
have a lot of exercise, sports. I don't like sports, but I love watching.
Oh, I
So
see.
mostly I'm in the corner like, cheering. Go team!
Cheering.
Like that.
Uh, yeah,
Okay.
for me, I like sport, playing sport,
Wow.
and I was in the sports club, tennis club.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
nice.
So after classes, I play tennis every weekdays.
Ah, okay.
Mm,
Wow, that's nice. That's a good form of exercise too. Yes, but me, I'm only the cheerer.
Cheer.
Watch them. Yes, I love sports like basketball, even animes. I watch
Uh-huh.
Slam Dunk,
Islam. Hi.
Major
Major.
Baseball,
Thank you.
Haikyuu. What is that? Yamamushi pedal, the bicycle
Uh,
one. Yes.
and the
So
Prince of Tennis.
yes, and also yes, the
Prince of
Prince of
Tennis.
Tennis,
Yeah.
and also what do you call that? Inazuma, soccer
Inazuma.
one.
Oh,
11 go,
yeah.
yes. I love watching, but I don't play sports. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I have sample answer here for you. You want to read now or later?
Oh, later.
Okay, let's move on to question number two. What are you surprised that teenage girls are the high? Yes, group
Yeah.
for obesity.
Yeah,
Why do you feel this way?
we have already talked about this, so I was surprised. Yeah, so they are the most conscious people in the world. The most,
Yes, I think in the world. Yes.
yeah.
Teenage girls.
Teenage
How about
boys.
teenage boys in Japan?
Teenage boys. They are less likely to gain weight in their tweens, in
Hmm.
their I guess adolescence or so younger ages in their younger time,
Yeah.
younger period, because um, boys boys use their calories to grow, grow, or so. I guess make
They're very
their
active.
yeah, they're very active and just growing up. So they to grow up, they use their body use consume their calories intake.
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay.
they are less likely to gain weight
Ah,
naturally.
okay. So that's why it's the girls,
Mm.
not the boys.
Yeah,
Wow.
and boys are likely to join so sports club like me, so 10 club or soccer club.
Mm. Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
They're very active, sporty.
Mm-hmm.
So even though they eat a lot, it's okay.
It's okay.
Like
It's okay.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
To be
I,
strong, they need additional calories.
yes, they actually they get the they form the calories to
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Yeah.
Parang like that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I have sample answer here for you. Let's move on to question number three.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the use of weight loss drugs
Mm.
will become more popular? What is the reason for your answer?
Oh yes, I do. Even if um, the drug is actually safe, so
Mhm.
I'm not sure about the side
Weight
effects
loss
of
drugs.
the
Ah,
side
okay.
effects of those drugs. And so if the weight loss drugs are very affordable for everyone, so the drugs are accepted by the people, and they so we buy it, people buy it casually
Yes.
as a pharmacy or so. Yeah,
Online.
online is a little bit risky, you know.
Yes, but I think it's very famous because when I search online, for
Uh-huh.
example, I love online
Oh
shopping.
yeah, yeah.
So if something, I search something, there is
Mm-hmm.
always like that weight loss
Yeah.
drugs with glutathione
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah,
So,
but I we consider those drugs are commonly scams, you know.
okay, so
Yeah, so
kind of scary
yeah,
too.
scary,
Yes, we don't
scary.
know the side effects of
Yes,
that
yes.
that kind of drugs.
Mm.
Yes, and also some people they use tea.
Oh,
Yes, to lose weight.
yeah. I that is like mm, traditional cure from China,
Okay, so
traditional
that's
method.
it.
Yeah, so
I don't know. I don't like tea. I don't like. I only know like Lipton tea,
Lipton tea,
like that.
sweet one, sweet.
But I'm not a fan of
Mm-hmm.
tea, actually. Coffee. Yes.
Coffee, yeah,
I
yeah,
like coffee a lot.
yeah.
Okay, I
Me
have
too.
some answer for you, Koki. Let's move on to question number 4. Do you think that you would ever consider surgery to lose weight? Why or why not?
I don't think that because I don't have a lot of fat to lose.
Yes, can see.
At all.
Okay. Yes, but if ever, in case, will you
In case
consider?
I had, but I don't do that. I don't
Ah,
exercise.
okay. Thank you, Koki.
Mm-hmm.